The last game of 2017 sees Arsenal travelling to West Bromwich Albion. Thanks a lot for that, because that is a 4:30 kickoff on New Year's Eve. So a lot of New Year's Eve parties are going to be ruined. Cheers for that. All because it has to be on TV. I think the original fixture was today, the 30th. I think they pulled it, nudged it back. I think when I checked on the website, they actually nudged it back to 2 o'clock on New Year's Eve. Then when I checked about an hour later, they nudged it back to 4 o'clock and then to 4:30. So yeah, it's an early start tomorrow, travelling up to West Bromwich. And yeah, I won't be back until probably about 10 o'clock, 8, 9, whatever. Anyway, let's hope we win. It could be Alexis Sanchez's last game for Arsenal Football Club. And I've seen a lot of people absolutely crucifying Alexis Sanchez recently, most notably after the Palace game. The game where he actually won us the game. He scored 2 goals in that game, which turned out to be the goals that killed the game. I see a few people saying that, oh, but he gives the ball away too much. He lost the ball so many times against Palace. Who cares? He won us the game. Against Liverpool in the previous game, his goal, so quickly after they scored their second, got us back into the game. And then obviously we all know what happened there. We then went 3-2 up 5 minutes later. So I don't really buy into this, oh, because he loses the ball. That stat is the biggest load of bullshit I've ever heard. Somebody tweeted me today and showed me a newspaper article that Neymar, yes, the Neymar, has given the ball away more times than any player in Europe this season. Ronaldo last season only completed 40% of the take-ons. So he gave the ball away 60% of the time. Is Ronaldo shit? Ronaldo just won a Ballon d'Or. Do you know what I mean? So stop with all this bullshit about Sanchez this and Sanchez that. Listen, if it is his last game, I will be giving him a standing ovation, because the guy has been an absolute fucking worldie of a footballer for us for 3.5 years. You know, that's how I see it. Without him, we would have finished 10th last season. Without him, we wouldn't have got into a cup final. He then scored in the cup final. So, yeah, he's a brilliant player. Probably the best player we've had for a decade. So, yeah, all these people booing him and cussing him and slagging him off. Wake up, will ya? Because you're going to fucking miss him when he's gone. Anyway, on to the game itself. West Bromwich Albion are absolute dog shit. That could come back to bite me, but so be it. I'm sticking my head above the parapet and I'm saying they're fucking shit. I can't remember the last time they actually won a game. They've now got Pardue as manager, who hasn't won a game, and they can hardly score any goals. With Rondon up front, I think they've got probably one of the worst strikers in the Premier League. The guy couldn't finish his dinner, let alone score a goal. But there we go. Man will probably bag a hat-trick against us tomorrow. The only other player they've got in their team, or the only player they've got in their team, sorry, that is half decent is Brom. He's been put back in the team since Pardue's been there, and he's the one that can spin and spray passes and feed through balls. But that's not how West Brom play, and it definitely ain't going to be how West Brom play against us. I think they'll be happy with a draw. I think they'll try and play for a draw, and maybe towards the latter stages of the game, try and open up a little bit maybe and try and go for it. James McLean is another one, but he's just a fucking poor man's Zaha. Does it once every 50 games and everyone goes, oh, he's world class. Nah, he's shit. But yeah, other than that, there's nothing in their team. So expect a Rondon hat-trick and Arsenal to lose 3-0. On to my 1 to 11 for this game. I am going to go with Petr Cech in goal. Not been brilliant this season, but he has saved us on numerous occasions, especially against Liverpool. I know he fucked up for the goal at the end that cost us the points, but he did keep us in that game in the first half. And again, against Palace, didn't really have a great deal to do, but he's the main man, so he starts for me. Left wing back, because I am going with 5 at the back against West Brom, and I am going with Kolasinac. Looked back to his old self against Crystal Palace. I thought he was getting up and down that left wing quite well. Our defence is a shambles, to be honest with you, though, but he does look decent whenever he plays. Right wing back. Oh, God. The Spanish Justin Hoyt. Where do we start with this kid? I thought he was better against Crystal Palace, although he's petrified every time the ball comes near him in the box. He was better going forward, but his job is ultimately to defend. So for that reason, I'm starting Debuchy. Now the three at the back, I'm going to go with Mustafi. I thought he was half decent against Palace. Apart from the 2 times where he went lunging in and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Stay on your feet. But yeah, I think he's our best centre-back, so he has to start. I'm also going to go with Callum Chambers, although he didn't have a great deal to do because he was up against Benteke for most of the game. Didn't have any tricky wingers coming at him. I thought he done reasonably well. Benteke didn't really get into the game at all, to be honest with you, and he won quite a few headers against Benteke. So Callum Chambers starts for me. Next to him, I'm going to go with Koscielny. Absolutely bang average this season. Again, another one who's petrified every time the ball comes towards him in the box. But with Monreal being out injured, I am going with him for now. So that's my back 5 for the game. On to midfield. I am going with Maitland-Niles. And I'm putting him next to Jack Wilshere. I think them two could strike up a good partnership. Maitland-Niles came on against Crystal Palace. It was only a couple of minutes towards the end, but the kid is absolutely class and he actually came on and played in his position, which is where I want to see him start this game. Jack Wilshere, the ball he played for the 3rd goal was just absolutely top draw. So yeah, that's my pairing in midfield. I'm going with Alexis Sanchez behind the main striker, and alongside Alexis Sanchez, I am going with Mesut Ozil. Now, it could quite possibly be Mesut Ozil's last game for the club, but, you know, we shall see. He's got a very good PR team, and he's saying all the right things, so, I don't know. Let's see how January goes. But, like I say, it could be his last game, and to be honest with you, he has played really well this season so far. The main striker, the only striker, I am going with Alexander Lacazette. The geezer is getting so pissed off and frustrated that he keeps getting substituted on 70, 75 minutes. It is bollocks. Why do we keep taking this guy off? At the end of the day, the way I see it is there's so many goals scored in the last 15 minutes of games. So why would you take off your striker? Especially when you're winning a game, because that team are then going to come onto you, they're going to open up and expand the game a little bit more, which leaves bigger gaps at the back for your main striker, your £50 million man, to go and exploit. He badly needs a goal for his confidence, and let's hope he can get one, maybe 2 or 3 up at West Brom. So yeah, that's my 1 to 11. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments down below and subscribe, obviously. Make sure you hit the notification bell so then you never ever miss one of my shows. Also, you can follow my Twitter, LeeGunner82, and also my Instagram, LeeGunner82. I'm closing in on 7,000 subscribers as well now, so I just wanted to say thanks very much to each and every single person that has watched one of my videos, subscribes to my channel, and comments down below. Sometimes the comments are just so many that I just don't physically have time to reply to you all, but doesn't mean I'm not reading them. Sometimes I'll sit at work and I'll scroll through, but then I get busy at work and then obviously forget to reply. But yeah, I really appreciate each and every one of you that's done that. I've got big things moving forward for this channel in 2018, so stick with it. And thanks for all the love as well. My score prediction for this game, I am going to go with West Bromwich Albion 0, Arsenal 5. I think we're going to absolutely spank them. And like I said, if we go there and start well, like we did at Palace, and start quick, then I can see them folding like a deck of cards. They are so low on confidence right now. They can't score goals, like I've said. Their striker's pony, their midfield is pony, and their defence is shit. You know, and let's be honest, Alan Pardue, yes, he has had good games against Arsenal, but I really cannot see it happening this time round. So I'm going to go with a Lacazette first goal, Arsenal 5, West Brom 0, West Brom 0, Arsenal 5, whichever way around you want to say it. So yeah, there we go. Like I said, let me know what you guys think. Let me know your 1 to 11s down below. Let me know what you do differently. Let me know your score predictions as well, and I'll try and reply to as many of them as I can. Anyway, I'm out of here. Laters, peeps.